Now we're going to create a stab bass. Now there's loads of different types of stab basses you can make, and I recommend getting my new sample pack, the Future Jump Up sample pack, because there's so many in that pack. There's a link down below to grab that. But the one we're going to make sounds like this. Let's initialize the patch. Now we're going to use two basic shapes square waves. This first one's going to go -2, and this second one is going to go +1 and +7. Listen to how strong that sounds already. Let's turn the rand off on the first one, and then let's turn the sub on and leave it on the sine wave, put it -2, and turn the level off. Now let's create an LFO shape, put it on envelope because we want it to be a one-shot stab, and then we're going to shape it on here. So first I'm going to put this trip on, which just changes the rate amount, and if we do 1/4 T, we get this different rate, which I think sounds really great. And then we'll just drag this here, drag the middle bit of this down a little bit like this, and then we'll drag this up to create this shape. It's not doing anything at the moment, but we're going to drag it onto the sub. And we're also going to come to filter 1, change this to add bass, turn the cutoff all the way down, and then apply LFO 1 to it. And then we're going to put this on at 63%, which is going to get this sound. And then we're going to turn the res off and turn the drive up to 13%. So we've got that now. There's still some sound coming through, but we're going to fix that on the effects tab. So now let's go to the effects tab. So let's start by adding a compressor, put multiband on, turn the gain up a little bit, turn the below to 0.75, turn the highs up a little bit and the lows up a little bit. And then we're going to add a filter again to filter out the rest of the high-end sounds into this stab bass. And to do this, turn the cutoff right down and apply the LFO to it. So now this is applying to everything. So you see here on the mix channel, we've got the sub, oscillator A and oscillator B. Only oscillator A is going through this filter, but everything is going through the main effects here before it goes to main out, as you can hear. So let's just change the cutoff to 85%. And then we'll turn the drive up to 23%. And then we've got this sound here. And we can also turn octave 1 back down like this to get this sound. Let's just do a little bit to the compressor. So let's turn this up to 138. Turn the mids up to 130. And turn the lows up to about 117. And then we can just change this to taste. So we can turn this down if we wanted a little bit. Change this to +4 if we wanted.